Hello, Assalamualaikum, and a very good morning. For today's class, we'll talk about present simple, present continuous, and stative verbs. We will first look at the usage of all these three, and after that, we will look at some of the examples that can help you understand the function and the usage of these present simple, present continuous, and stative verbs. We usually use present simple for facts and permanent situations. For example, I live in a big house with my extended family. The verb here is the word live, and it is written in present simple. The second usage of present simple is to express general truths and laws of nature. For example, the sun sets in the evening. The verb here is the word sets, and it is in present simple. Another example of general truth is the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Yes, the word boil is written in present simple because we know that water generally boils at 100 degrees Celsius. That is the general truth that we all know. Another example of laws of nature or general truths is the sun rises in the morning. The next usage of present simple is it is used for habits and routines. For example, we always visit New York in the summer. We use the word visit in present simple because this talks about their routines of visiting New York. The next usage of present simple is when we talk about timetables and programs in the future. For example, my partner's plane arrives at 5 o'clock. The word arrive uses present simple because it talks about the time when the plane arrives. Another example of this is about the time when the school starts. For example, my school starts at 7 o'clock every morning. Next, present simple is also used when we write about reviews, stories, or make sports commentaries. For example, the story is about a young girl and her friend. This is about a movie review. Now let us talk about present continuous. We use present continuous in many different ways. The first usage of present continuous is to express actions happening at the same time of speaking. For example, Dad is making dinner in the kitchen. At the time of speaking, Dad is making dinner. It is what is happening at the time of or the moment of speaking. Another example is I'm speaking to you and you are listening to me. We also use present continuous for temporary or changing situations. For example, my cousin is staying with us for the holidays. This means that my cousin will stay with us during the holidays and she will probably go back to her house once the holiday is over. That means she will stay with us temporarily. The next example, she is becoming more and more frustrated. This means that the situation is changing. Before this, probably she is not that frustrated, but as time passes by, the situation changes and she becomes more frustrated. The next usage for present continuous is to express annoying habits, and it is often with adverbs like the word always. For example, my coach is always criticizing me. So the word criticize is written in present continuous is always criticizing me. That means being criticized annoys me a lot. Another example is my friend is always disturbing me. So the word disturb is used in the form of present continuous because being disturbed is what annoys you. Now let's go to the next usage of present continuous. Present continuous is also used for plans and arrangements in the future. For example, she isn't seeing her friends tomorrow. This means that she plans not to see her friends on the next day. Another example is I am seeing my doctor tomorrow. This means that my plan is to see my doctor the next day. Now we are done with the first two tenses. Now let's go to the next topic for today, which is stative verbs. Stative verbs describe states, not actions. Common stative verbs talk about feelings, emotions, the senses, the states of mind, and possession. And you also have to remember that we do not use stative verbs in continuous tenses. Stative verbs always use the present simple form. For example, my mother hates doing household chores. We use the word hates in the present simple form because the word hate shows the state of feelings. My mother dislikes doing household chores. It would probably make her angry if she had to do household chores. The next example is my colleagues look very cheerful today. The word look is written in present simple because the word look is a stative verb, and this kind of stative verb is related to the senses of sight. The sense of sight here means when I look at my colleagues, they look very cheerful on that day. The verb look talks about what you see. The next example is some experts believe peers are more important to teens than family. The word believe here is written in the simple present because it is a stative verb. It is a stative verb because the word believe expresses the state of mind. In this sentence, the word believe expresses the state of minds among some of the experts who believe that peers are more important to teens than family. Now we are done with the most basic definition of stative verbs. However, you have to understand that some verbs can be both stative and action verbs at the same time. However, when the verb is used in two different categories, the meaning will be different. For example, my baby brother appears to be sleeping. The word appears here is a stative verb because it is associated with the sense of sight. Basically, this means that when I look at my baby brother, he looks like he is sleeping. However, the word appear in the second example is an action verb. My classmates and I are appearing in a play about relationships. This means that my classmates and I are performing in a play about a relationship. It is an action of performing. The word appear here gives a different meaning, and it is written in the form of present continuous because it is an action. In this sentence, the word appear is written in the present continuous to show about a future plan that is to perform in a play about relationships. We are done with all of the notes, and if you have any problems, you can ask me in the Telegram group. Now let's go to the first practice. Complete the sentences, use the present simple or the present continuous. In which sentence could you use both, but with a change in meaning? I'll give you some time to answer the questions, and you may pause the video until you finish your work. So now let us discuss the answer. For sentence A, we have two possible answers. The first one is I see my friends at the gym. For this answer, the word see here means it is the stative verb. It basically means when I go to the gym, I see my friends. It talks about what you see, so it is a stative verb. Therefore, we use present simple for the word see. The second answer is I am seeing my friends at the gym. Here, the word see is written in the present continuous tense because it shows about an action and it shows about your future plan. It basically means that you're planning to see your friends at the gym in the future. For practice B, my colleagues and I are discussing the new project right now. The word discuss is an action word, and we use present simple continuous because the time clue given is right now. So that means my colleagues and I are in the middle of the discussion at the time of speaking. For practice C, the answer is I usually ask my coach for his advice. Ask is written in the present simple because of the clue given, the word usually. Usually ask here means it is an action that is repeated or habitual. Therefore, the most suitable tense used here should be present simple. Now we have done with all the explanation and presentation about the stative verbs as well as the two tenses, and you have also done some of the practices. Let's go for the quiz. So these are the results of our quizzes today. Congratulations to all the students who took part in the quizzes, and these are their names for the first quiz and for the second quiz. Thank you for participating, and hopefully everyone will participate in the future.